everyone. Buenas tardes a todos. It's a real pleasure to be here. It's a wonderful place, great weather. It's nice to be in South Florida. It's great to be in South Florida at this time of the year.
Yes.
This is wonderful. This is perfect. I would like to thank our friends from Fiat Chrysler Automobiles, Kimberly, Nick, the whole team that came for this particular event, for their constant support to Sama and our events. Today, we're going to have products from two of the brands, Ram and Jeep. We're going to have the opportunity to see firsthand, to test, try, and of course, review this vehicle. As usual, it is very important that you guys let us and Sama know, but as well our friends from MCA, anything that we publish regarding these vehicles, any reviews, any comments, any radio, TV, or video, any social media that you put together for these vehicles, please share it with us so we can share it with our friends at FCA. It's going to be another wonderful year for Sama. Hopefully, this year we will not have any hurricanes, so we're going to be able to have another very special auto show in the new Miami Beach Convention Center, which is going to be ready for our event. So let's look forward to that. We have, way before that, we have another of our signature events. That one's going to be Topless in Miami. To tell us more about that, Mr. Paul Gordon, Vice President of Sama.
Thanks, Andre. It's great to see you.
Hey, Paul.
Well, as I mentioned at the last meeting, in case you weren't here, May 31st is the date of our event this year. We're starting to get, and it's the same place, of course. We're starting to get a commitment on some vehicles. And thank you. No, about ready. Let's see. This is the latest. Mr. Tony Serrato, the brains behind the operation. He does about 95% of the work, I think. Mercedes S63, two from Nissan, the 370Z, Murano, Mazda MX-5, Jeep Ram, PL124, and I think, where's Kimberly? Kimberly, you have a fourth vehicle?
Alfa Romeo will probably send something.
Alfa Romeo will probably send something. Okay, we'll hold it to that. And the Ford Mustang so far. There have been some other people who have expressed an interest in taking part too, so we've got a good start. This is, I guess, the time of year when some of the manufacturers come out of New York and come out of snow, start thinking about warm weather and want to get down here. So that's good. And anybody have any questions about anything on the event? Good.
May 31st.
May 31st.
First,
Yeah.
it's one day, Thursday.
Yeah, started around, I guess we usually have registration and orientation for May 30th. 7th? Okay, we'll work out that later. It's at 8 o'clock, yeah, I think, yeah. And then we'll get started and hope to finish the judging early afternoon. And depending on the number of vehicles, we'll decide how they're going to break down in some classes and how many cars you'll be able to drive. In the past couple of years, we've let you score a couple different classes, and then in the afternoon, ride in whatever the vehicle you want. If you saw something that wasn't in your class, we'll probably do that same thing. That's about it. Gordon.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Ted Riley and Kimberly, for sponsoring this lunch on Sama. Beautiful day today. And I'm going to say, well, today we start the Florida Car Marathon. The kickoff is today at 5:30 downtown Doral, right? Dan Alvarez and Daniel Romagnoli organize this great event every year. And we are, all the summer members invited to this event. It's in downtown Doral. It's 87th Avenue.
53 Street.
53 Street. Today, 5:30 to 9 p.m. All the streets closed to the kickoff of the Florida Marathon. And tomorrow in Havana restaurant, right? Sheringham and I-75.
Correct.
at 8 a.m.
8 a.m.
8:30 is a breakfast, and they will start the race in the Florida Car Marathon. So all the summer members are invited to this event. Thank you. That's it.
Mr. Secretary, once again, a big thanks to SCA Kimberly for everybody coming down to Detroit. You guys, thank you very much. And as you know, the vehicles you guys can drive and enjoy after lunch. One thing you guys at Treasury report, right now we're at $8,997.
All right.
Please remember that your memberships are due. So I see some faces here that if you have a check or cash, I will take it. If not, please send it to the address or obviously online for the membership. We do have a new member, Mr. Len Ingracia. Let's go down. He's with Shaw Media from Chicago, Life Magazine, and quite a few other outlets. So he's a new member. He couldn't make it to this lunch, but he'll be here in the next lunch. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Marcelo. And then, let's get to business. Kimberly, once again, thank you. A round of applause for this. Thank you.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for coming again. It's awesome to see all your smiling faces, and I love any excuse I can get to come to Miami. So it's wonderful to be here. So today we're going to start off with a presentation from the Ram team, and he's going to take you through this beautiful Laramie Longhorn behind me. We will have one of these vehicles in the Tapas in Miami because of the fantastic roof. It'll give you that whole panoramic feeling that we're going for with the new addition of doing panoramic vehicles in Tapas in Miami. So we appreciate you guys expanding your categories, and so we can fit fun vehicles like that into the program. And so we'll start off with Ram. We'll take a quick break after that and move some of the umbrellas and the chairs over to where you can see Jeep, and then we'll do a Jeep presentation, followed by lunch, and then we've got some vehicles to drive. I know a couple of you guys have already driven, but we'll have some vehicles available for you guys to drive and do a quick route. Maybe take a picture in front of your favorite mural or something like that. So thank you so much. So without further ado, Brad Pitter with the Ram brand will present this beautiful vehicle to you. Thank you, Brad.
Thanks, Kimberly. Afternoon, everyone. Great to be back here in Miami. It's great to be back here with 80-degree weather, right? Left Detroit, 40 degrees brown. Come here in Miami, it's 80 degrees green. I think I'll stay a little bit longer if they'll allow me to. But, you know, when you take a look at Ram, since we became our own distinct brand in 2009, lots happened since then. Sales have increased 184% since 2009. And last year alone, we were up 2%. This first quarter, we're seeing retail records in Ram, Light Duty, and overall brand. So lots happening, and it's evident in the sales. But it's also because of hard work, right? Nothing comes easy. You know, this is one good thing about FCA is we have hardcore brands, Jeep, Ram, and we work diligently every day to understand the customer. And the foundation of Ram is our four core values, okay? You're talking about integrity and courage and leadership and hard work. Let's zoom in on a couple of those key values. You know, when you look at courage and leadership, it's all about paradigm shifting, right? It's all about not taking the status quo and being brave enough to take risks, okay? Doing your homework, taking your risks, okay? So let's take a look. We're the first light duty in the market with air suspension, right? For improved fuel economy, stability, ride stability, and in towing capabilities, okay? We're the first market in the light duty diesel market. In fact, we're best in class 4x4 right now today with 27 MPGs. So we're very proud of that heritage. And of course, the Ram box, that class explosive exterior storage bin, it has the highest loyalty of any customer. It is high, 2-point residual increased value with the Ram box. So it's a very important item to bring to the market because it satisfies customer needs. But our biggest accomplishment, hands down, is right here, our all-new 2019 Ram 1500. This is a no-compromise truck, right? When I talk about no compromise, I mean our group, starting 4 years ago, had a blank sheet of paper, right? And we said we were not going to stand still to change this from ground up, right? over $1 billion with this vehicle, invested $1 billion with the plan. It is the foremost important vehicle to the FCCA grant. And so when you talk about no compromise, you talk about leader and strength and capability and technology and luxury. And when we take a look at the first one, it is the strongest brand we've ever done. Take a look at the vehicle itself online. If you've been in the North American Auto Show, you'll see a chassis platform, okay? And in it, it'll outline where the high-strength steel is. The frame itself has over 98% high-strength steel, okay? The body in itself is over 50% high-strength steel. Now, of course, strategically, we put in aluminum where necessary, like the hood and the tailgate, okay? But the point is to reduce weight from the vehicle. That's important because then it allows us to bring in technology like our mild hybrid engine back into the lineup. So reduce it by over 200 pounds, bring in advanced technology, is what it's all about. We also did a tremendous advancement on the frame itself in the front. We now have front slate rails. Okay, normal rails are straight out in the front for impact mode. These are slate. And this is to bring in more cushion to any front end impact, okay? Especially offset impact. So we not only have a lighter frame, we also have a stronger frame, especially when it's talking about frontal impact modes. But when we go to capability, this is where it all stands out. Because capability is foremost one of the highest purchase reasons for a truck, right? We get that, durability, capability. So this is where we push the envelope, best in class V8, towing at 12,750 pounds. Payload itself is 2,300 pounds, okay? That's 20% improvement over the current model, okay? That's getting into heavy duty territory. That's sufficient to handle at high altitudes, going up and down hills to tow your vehicle. And that's what it's all about. Not having to strain the engine, okay? Having the ability to tow comfortably, safe driving. This is what we're talking about when we deliver a Ram 1500 to your doorstep. The other item that's very important is our 4x4 leadership. We talk about capability. Now take a look at the Ram Rebel. That is a unique vehicle that sets itself aside, and we actually see competition coming in with their new models, and they're going to chase us with the Rebel. But the Rebel stands by itself. It is a lifestyle vehicle that is very unique to the light duty lineup. And you know what? This year we said we got to make it more accessible to more people. Okay, with the 2019, we have. We're now available in the quad cab, and now what we've done is taken the air suspension out, offered it optionally, and made the standard coil spring suspension. 1-inch lift on the coil spring, okay? But the air suspension will bring it up another inches for almost 11 inches of air ground clearance. And that's what it's all about with this owner, right? Bold image, exterior image of the Rebel, but that capability that only Ram can deliver. And of course, we have the new 4x4 off-road package across all models, whether your tradesman across the 6 platforms, all the way up to limited. If you want that further aggressive, better traction, you can get it in the 4x4 mode, okay? But where we kind of like push the envelope now is in the interior, right? When we talk about capability with the interior, we have 141 liters of interior volume. That's twice as much as the competition. So think about the storage capability for cargo in the rear compartment. It's flat floor now, okay? It has cleats on the inside. You can fold up the seats. You can store anything down, tie it down with those cleats, and it's safe and secure, okay? And it's also dry and inside. So the point is you can have exterior rain box, dry and secure, or interior rear cargo, dry and secure. When you look at technology, this is the most advanced, technologically advanced light-duty truck on the market. And I'm sure you've seen the class exclusive 12-inch Uconnect radio, right? It's a brilliant piece of artwork because it manually allows you to look at 2 8-inch screens, right? Simultaneously for better viewing, but also one 12-inch. The 12-inch is split to screen, but also pitch to zoom, just like your iPad, high def, very easy to operate. This one has a 12-inch, so we can go through it very easily and show you how user-friendly it is, okay? But the Harman Kardon 900-watt, 19 speakers sound system, the most powerful light-duty sound system, is something especially the clarity of the vehicle interior with noise cancellation system and the Harman Kardon sound system, you feel like you're in a little high-end luxury SUV. And this is what we've seen. We've seen a lot of cross-migration from car and from SUV buyers coming over to light duty. So not only do we look in the past, but we have to forge forward and understand where those customers are coming from in the migration. And we've done that with this product by bringing those advancements into the vehicle. Speaking of advancements, we have over 100 safety and security features in this vehicle. Items that you just see in SUVs, right, are now available in the light-duty truck. Our radar and camera is positioned up versus down, okay, for frontal impact modes, making sure that it's safe and secure up there. This frontal, the camera and the radar allows you to have forward collision warning, adaptive cruise control, okay, and with the ability to lane keep assist is very popular, becoming very popular trailer in this section. Now this is automatic to the vehicle. This is not manually entered like a competitive vehicle. You set the auto mode, you turn left, you turn right, the vehicle measures your trailer behind, and you've got blind spot detection now for your trailer for your boat, okay? Which is quite awesome, especially go from a car to a truck, you get a little edgy on the blind spot and protection right through. But you know what? I think the most powerful statement, if anybody's driven it, or anybody sat in it, is the luxury, right? You take a look at what we've done with the interior, with Ryan and Doty, the head of interior design, you'll definitely understand where we're going. We are capturing the eyes of customers that never thought about a light-duty truck before. It's because of the interior, because of the driving and handling dynamics. It's so smooth. The quietest interior cabin of any light-duty market, of any light-duty on the market. But it's the interior, right? We're talking the most luxurious interior offered in light-duty. Hand-stitched, hand-wrapped, door panel leather, IP to center console. Okay, that's quite amazing in a light-duty pickup truck today. Take a look at the interior. You have a configurable center console, class exclusive. You don't see that in any other one. And the reason is you have multiple customers out there, right? You have the commercial, the weekend warrior like myself, who just uses it on the weekend, who have luxury high-end buyers, okay? So you have to satisfy quite a broad spectrum of buyers. And we did that with the center console. The center console can fit a 15-inch laptop. It's wide enough for 12-inch file folders if you're a business owner to put inside, okay? But it has the ability to store purses, etc. Items that you want to keep inside, don't want to remove. It has 5 USB ports. It has 4C connectivity with the new 4C allows you to expedite the charging capability of your application. But what's interesting is we have two in the front, one in the center, and 2 in the back. So not only is it reserved for the front person, but it's also reserved for the back, right? And when we talk about the back, that's where the luxury has gone off the face there. When you talk about exterior, interior comfort, you talk about, okay, I'm in the front seat, I'm enjoying my drive, it's all about me. Yes, that's very important. That's your third place, that's your home, your work, and in where you drive, right? We haven't ever lost sight of that. But where we've upped the ante is the interior rear compartment, right? We know those customers have families and they have business partners, okay? But what's important is that they drive in comfort. So now, first time exclusive, we're offering reclining rear seats, 8 degrees recline, okay? Vented rear seats. You have vented front, this is class exclusive rear venting, okay, along with the heated seats, okay? Center console, first exclusive center console to a rear compartment for light duty. All of those items are addressing the rear occupants. They're addressing comfort. They're addressing the need to understand the customer's needs, whether it's the driver or the rear. So if you wrap it up, if you take a look at the strength, you take a look at the capability, you take a look at the technology, and you take a look at the luxury. We've hit all 4 pillars with best in class, with class exclusive claims, and we do that for a purpose. We do it for the reason only that we're addressing customer needs, and we're satisfying not only today, but we're satisfying the future. And you can only get that from a Ram Light Duty 2019. So I appreciate the time and effort that you did take coming here. And after Kevin, I'd introduce any questions, any ability to come into the vehicle. We'll go through the 12-inch, but it was a pleasure coming here. And I wish nothing but the best. Take care. Thanks.
Come on over. Thank you. I know that was a short stint. Here today we have we've got 2 Wrangler vehicles. One of them is going to be in Sama, Tapas in Miami. The Wrangler behind me, and you guys really need to make sure you drive it today. It is in the press fleet, so it's making its rounds, but you will experience a completely different suspension. I mean, it's the best we've ever had. And so for Jeep fans, we've still got all the traditional and history to the vehicle, but then for newer customers that are coming to the brand, it's a much more comfortable vehicle to drive. And I've driven a Wrangler for 5 years, and this one just amazes me because it's definitely a very comfortable daily rider and driver, and still have a lot of fun. And then we'll walk you through the Cherokee as well. So today we have Kevin Metz here he's head of marketing for the Jeep brand, and he'll walk you through these 2 vehicles, and afterwards we'll have lunch. So thank you.
Thanks, Kimberly. So, Kevin, thanks, Nick. I was born and raised, lived my whole life in Michigan. And about 25 years ago, my wife and I moved out to the country. If you've never been to Michigan, if you're not familiar with Michigan, we have 9 months of winter and 3 months of bad sledding. Really bad weather. This is beautiful. So we lived out in the country, and I had a really long driveway, long steep driveway, and I came home from work one day, and my Plymouth Laser was sitting halfway up the hill, and there were 2 little boot prints through the snow all the way up to the house because my wife couldn't get up the hill with her car. Ever since then, we've been a Jeep family. Have to have the 4-wheel drive where we live. The capability is awesome. The capability is also a bit addicting because from there, after understanding the capability of a Jeep, I had to go out and buy a 1985 CJ7 and spend 20 years and more money than I want to talk about, making it into essentially the equivalent of a factory Rubicon. So Jeep's a huge passion of mine. I've always been a fan of the brand long before I had the privilege of having this job. And right now is a super exciting time to be in the brand. We just finished March sales with an all-time record any month, anytime, 77-year record sales. We sold almost 100,000 Jeeps in March. To put that in perspective, in 2007, the brand sold 300,000 Jeeps for the year, and we just sold 100,000 in a month. Behind me today are 2 of the products that led that charge. The new for 2019 Cherokee and the 2018 Wrangler JL. JL is its code name. It's not part of the name, but that's the way it's referred to in the public. So Cherokee sold 24,000 of those, nearly 100,000 sales, an all-time record, and Wrangler 28,000. That's about 25% more Wranglers than we sold in any month in its 77-year history. So a really phenomenal success. And I was lucky enough to be part of the introduction of the predecessor of this back in 2006, where I thought we had just created the ultimate Jeep that could never be topped. So I'm going to get to that in a second. Starting off with the 2019 Cherokee, we gave it a new look for 2019. It's more Jeep familiar look. It's a little bolder, upright grille. We integrated the LED daytime running lights into the LED headlamps. Under the hood, the big news is an all-new 2-liter direct injected turbo engine. It's a very high-tech engine that provides the equivalent fuel economy to the 4-cylinder with the performance of a 6-cylinder. So we still offer a 3.2-liter Pentastar,
and we still offer a 2.4-liter Tiger Star, but now we introduced this 2-liter direct injection turbo engine, which is as high-tech as it gets in the industry, and it's a phenomenal driving experience. On the inside, we added 4 cubic feet of interior space in the cargo area, so now you have room for 2 sets of golf clubs or whatever else you need to carry. Living on a dirt road, the thing in my life, what my wife loves about this vehicle is not only the convenience of being able to open the tailgate without touching it, but living on a dirt road, she doesn't have to get her hand dirty to do it, so that's really important for her. In addition to the lift assist feature, it's now a composite lift gate. It was part of a lightweighting effort where they took 150 pounds out of this vehicle to help improve the fuel economy. So it's all Jeep. It's in one of the most competitive SUV segments in the market, the midsize SUV, and it's just a phenomenal product because it's a great Jeep and it's a great SUV. So this is, I'm not supposed to play favorites, but this is my favorite. As I said, I was part of this for the 2006 launch of the JK Wrangler. And then it was interesting because back then, in the years prior to that launch, we spent a lot of time listening to people say how we were going to screw it up. Because our owners, our fanatics, were just certain that we would mess up the formula for a Jeep. And so it was really fun and cool to show them that we didn't. And not only did we not screw it up, but we improved it by adding 4 doors. One of the biggest rejection reasons for a Wrangler back then was that people always wanted one, maybe even had one, maybe it was their college vehicle. But they had to give it up because it became impractical with the 2 doors and the difficulty of getting in the back seat and just the space in general. Adding 4 doors solved that problem. The sales success has been phenomenal. In the last year of production of the JK Wrangler, we set record sales. That's kind of unheard of in the industry when you think about over 11 years consistently increasing the sales and popularity of the vehicle. So then we had to listen to people, the prognosticators tell us again, they were certain we were going to screw up this time. Said we were going to go with independent front suspension. We were going to get rid of the fold-down windshield. The doors weren't going to be removable. They were just certain we were going to mess it up. Not only we not mess it up, there's a formula where the only vehicle in the industry has solid front and rear axles. That's important for Wrangler buyers. But we improved every single thing about it. So not only does the windshield still fold down, but now it folds down with just 4 bolts on the inside of the windshield frame where they stay clean and dry and uncorroded, and it's super easy to do. Not only does the top still fold down on a soft top, I don't have one here for you today to demonstrate, but we got rid of the zippers. So now there's just channels, and it takes about a minute and a half from start to finish to fold the top down. Then one of my favorite new features, if you wanted a hard top, because you like the look or you like the quietness or the all-weatherness of a hard top, but didn't have a place to store it when you wanted to take it off on those summer days, it became a bit challenging. We solved that problem with what we're calling our new Sky One Touch roof. So now it's the best of both worlds because you get a full hard top, but with the open air feeling with the sliding top. And what's cool about it is it starts right from the windshield header and goes rail to rail. So when you're sitting in the vehicle, it's not like opening a sunroof. It's like the top's going. So it gives you the best of both worlds. Soft open air of the top off with the convenience of not having to actually remove and store the top. So another cool feature we added to this vehicle is we made these rear quarter windows removable. So now you can see with the doors off, with this removed, with the top back, I mean it's a complete open air vehicle, and it's just a push of a button in a couple of seconds to get there. said everything about this was improved. Not only are the doors removable, we made them easier to remove. No, there was attention to detail on every little part and function of this vehicle. The door hinge pins are now uneven lengths, so you can line them up better to put them back on. The Torx bit size that you need to take them off is stamped into the hinge. The door is about 17 pounds lighter because the closures are now aluminum to save weight and improve fuel efficiency. There's a hand perch on the inside of the armrest so that you can lift them off easier. Not only do we keep all those things people thought we were going to lose, but we made them so much better in every way. Under the hood is still a standard 3.6 liter Pentastar V6, but now it's made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission or also a new 6-speed manual transmission. Not very many people do that anymore. The 8-speed provides phenomenal fuel economy improvements, and it gives you, in the Rubicon version, because you have those 8 gears to work with, a lower crawl ratio for better off-road capability. So it improves the vehicle in every way. New powertrain is the 2-liter direct injection turbo engine. What's different about it from the Cherokee is it's a 48-volt mild hybrid system. So it has regenerative braking. We call it e-torque technology because the battery will boost the torque up to 80 foot-pounds just with the electric mode. The benefit of that is it completely eliminates turbo lag. It gets you 80 extra pound-feet of torque when you're off-road, when you need it to get over those rocks. It's really a phenomenal powertrain, and it gives you outstanding fuel economy. With the 48-volt system, it's a belt start generator system. It has stop-start and stop-start sequence because it bypasses the starter and just restarts seamlessly. You don't hear the starter mode. So we think the benefit of that is people will stop shutting off the stop-start because you don't even know what's happening and give up phenomenal fuel economy improvement. From a capability standpoint, I don't have a Rubicon here behind me, but it's also important. You can't make a Wrangler without improving the fuel economy. So we lifted it, we put 33